In our last video, we taught you how to make Disney churros with an Easter theme by turning the churros into little egg shapes, decorating them just like you would traditional Easter eggs with fun coloring on it. We did ours with colored sugar instead, so be sure to check that out if you want to see how to make our basic churro that we're using in here. And in today's video, I'm super excited because we are going to bring you an Easter candy taste test to see which of your favorite Easter candies work well and complement Disney churros, and which ones should definitely never be brought into the Disney parks. You may find some of the answers surprising. I have to say the one that I thought I would like the least is the one that I hope Disney brings into the parks next year. So here is our Easter taste test with our top 7 Easter candies. We're excited to have you with us. Before we start into it though, I would love to have you comment below before we taste any of them. What of all the Easter candies is your favorite that you think would go great with a Disney Easter churro? Alright, so the first one that I want to try is a Cadbury Egg, the real big ones. I love them so much. And chocolate and churros, of course, Disney has shown us that is always an amazing combination. I'd love to know which of all of them that you have tried at Disney is your favorite. It's probably hard to tell, but right now only the orange part of the Cadbury Egg is coming out, so I definitely want to try dipping a churro just in that part only. So we're going to get some sugar on there. Try dipping it just in the orange goodness. Not gonna lie, that's heavenly. I think I'm already sold. I love that one so much. We'll try and get some of the chocolate on it this time as we go through. So interesting thing is I went in, the orange cream part was blowing up just like you would see with a Peep on there. So now I just need to melt down. Basically the chocolate was staying in place, while the rest of the Cadbury Egg kind of had melted on the inside of it. So, alright. Now we've got a little bit of that mixture all put together. A little bit of the cream showing, while still some of the chocolate melted. So, again, get some of that nice cinnamon sugar on there. Now dip it in the chocolate part of it. It may not look pretty, but I'm super excited for how it's going to taste. So let's see how it is. Not too bad, but I've got to say I definitely loved it more without the chocolate when just the inside had come out than with the chocolate on it. Not bad, but definitely was a huge fan of just the inside of the Cadbury Egg. It'll be interesting to test it with the mini eggs and see how that goes, so maybe let's do that one next. So I know that Cadbury Mini Eggs usually pass every test for most popular Easter candy. They're not my all-time favorite. I think that they're good, but it's going to be interesting to see them on a churro. Rather than melting these, I just want to get a dusting, almost like a coating to put on them. So I'm just putting some in a baggie, and now I'm going to crunch them down a little bit. So I've now got all of the Cadbury Mini Eggs crushed up. I just put them in a little bowl so I'd be able to dip them. Have a couple of my churros going in here. Okay, there we go. So now I have some on there. Not the prettiest, but delicious. That one's good. That one definitely wins for me over the real Cadbury Eggs in terms of having the chocolate on there, but I guess still like just the center of the big Cadbury Eggs. But this one is, I definitely like them better on the churro than I do with them just by themselves. It's a pretty delicious combination. Loving it. Alright, next up are these little marshmallow rabbits. What do they call them? Marshmallow Chicks and Rabbits. To be honest, I've never actually even had these. They look a lot like circus peanuts to me. Those little marshmallow candies. And I do love circus peanuts, so I thought it would be interesting to try these little guys on there as well. Didn't quite get that open far enough. Let's do that one again. Definitely smells like circus peanuts as well. And as I was thinking, how am I going to get these on a churro? I think if I melt them, they'll probably go a little bit too hard and may not be the best. So, dun 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 dun, the cheese grater. I thought maybe I can just shave off, let me try a little bit lower, some of the marshmallow and try and get it down into little small chewable bites. It's working a little bit. Not the greatest invention. If you have ideas for how to get little shavings, I could just cut it all up for sure. And as I'm trying this, maybe that would be the best thing to do because this is not working as well as I hope. But it's doing the job. It'll get me enough of the little pieces that I can definitely dip my churro down into it. Now, may as well do some orange sugar and dip it in to here. Let's see how it goes. My initial reaction was definitely not. I do think that the little marshmallow overpowers the churro too much. There were a couple bites in there that I thought were interesting, but Definitely this is not as good as the Cadbury Mini Eggs or the center of the big Cadbury Eggs. Kind of a sweet one, but no, even now, kind of the aftertaste, I think definitely this is too powerful for the churro, not a great combination together. While I have the cheese grater out, I thought let's also do the same thing with jelly beans. So I'm gonna try and I'm gonna use the finer sides on these ones. Try and get a little bit of the jelly bean. That is not gonna work. I think I'm going to definitely go back to the rolling pin for this one. Didn't work out like I hoped. Now I am going to separate out some black jelly beans from the rest of them just because I don't think it's fair to the rest of the jelly beans to try this experiment with them. I definitely don't mind. I like black jelly beans. I'm not a huge fan, but also don't dislike them, so I'll eat them if they're in the bag. But on a churro, I think it's definitely going to give it a unique flavor. So I'm going to separate these out by themselves first, and we're just going to smush them down. Get them into some little pieces there. Kind of smushed into the bag. Again, this is all an experiment as we go. I think I may just need to lay the black jelly beans on top of the churro, which basically at that point you may as well just throw them in your mouth at the same time. They're probably not going to look very pretty. Ended up with some orange, so this is a Halloween Easter churro. We're going to test it just for the bite. Not so sold on how this is going to taste. Disney, here's my gift to you. This is your next flavor, black jelly bean churros. I didn't think I was going to like it at all. I actually really love this. Black jelly beans with churros. Who knew it would be a good combination? Disney next Halloween or next Easter. Jelly bean churros with a black flavor. Now let's try it with a sweet flavor instead. I don't know if I'm going to beat the black one though. I'm kind of really digging that. And if you have a better idea of how to get this jelly beans smushed rather than just using a rolling pin or cutting them up by hand, leave a comment down below. I would love to know. Until then, they're just going to be smushed together. I could try melting them. Maybe I'll do that in just a second. I'm pretty sure that they'll go hard really fast. So I think you'd have to like dip it and eat it right away. But we'll give it a whirl. So let's put a few of them in here. See how we like it just with the smushed version. And again, these are the Starburst ones, so definitely they already have a nice go ahead of time with how good they're gonna taste in there. There you go, I'm gonna try this with a jelly bean and have yet another churro. It's a good thing they're mini ones. Again, it's fine, not my favorite, not bad, just not something that I would probably go and purchase if I were in the park. But in here, it's okay. I'm glad I didn't crush more of them up. Oh, I'm gonna try it in the microwave. Let's do that next. I'll try melting a couple down and tasting it after that. I definitely like that better warm, but maybe it was just because it was mostly pink jelly bean that was in there. Let me try another bite. This one's orange and see how it is. Okay, if you're gonna do jelly beans, definitely warm them up. I like it better when they were both warm, but again, it's fine. Not gonna be my top pick by any means, but kind of an interesting thing to taste. You have to let me know down below what you think of the jelly beans. And if you like me, definitely prefer black churro jelly beans. So good. So next I am doing, they have the lemon crisp Kit Kat, which I kind of thought lemon when I saw those in the store could be an interesting mix with churros. So again, kind of that sweetness, but you also get some of the chocolate. So I'm again going to just put these in and then use a roller pin to get them down. Okay, so I've now got those into the bowl. So let's give this one a whirl. I'm actually curious to try this one with sugar and without sugar to see how I like it. So we'll try it with that way first. Get some good portions on there. It's okay. Can't say that I super love it. So let's try it without the extra sugar and just the Kit Kat on there. So I think I definitely liked it better going straight into the lemon Kit Kats rather than adding some extra sugar first, but I don't think either option is going to make it into my top three. Kind of interesting. And now for the grand finale, I did save the Peeps until the end. I think that they're the one that is definitely the most classically Easter. I know it's definitely a polarizing. Some people hate Peeps, some people love them. I am in the camp of I love letting the bag stay open for about a day and then eating them the next day. I don't love them when they're super soft, but I do like them afterwards. So I went back and forth with how I actually want to try this on the Peep. I am going to try one melted, and then I think I'll try just wrapping part of it around once. Again, it's going to be hard to get this down into a broken thing. I also may just try cutting some up into some little pieces and doing that way to actually dip it in. But first, I'm going to try the microwave version because how can you not do the microwave Peep with your churro in there? It's going to be awesome. Okay, actually, so he was nice and big. I think what I may do is just dip him in right away, right while that Peep is still melting. Okay, maybe I don't need to do anything else because I do kind of like how this is picking up. It's like a little wreath. It's probably going to be hard to tell, but it definitely is picking up flakes of the marshmallow outside along with the marshmallow inside. I'm glad I started with this version because I do think I'm going to love it the most, and it got the effect that I wanted, which is being able to see some of the color of the Peep and the marshmallow center, so let's give it a try. I feel like this is one of those letdowns. Like, wah, wah. I had all this hype built up. I'd rather just eat the Peep. There you go. So it's okay on the churro. Not my all-time favorite, but not terrible either. So let's do a quick recount then. I'll grab all the other items and let you know my favorites in order of how I love them. Alright, so final drum roll. Here are the results. Surprisingly, my least favorite was the one that started it all, was the Peeps. There just wasn't a lot of flavor there. It didn't seem to add much. Kind of took away from the churro. Peeps, last place. Who knew? Coming in next was our little circus peanuts, basically, our little chicks and rabbits. Again, I actually kind of liked the taste, but it was a little too overpowering. So in terms of getting Disney churro goodness, you kind of lost the Disney churro. So definitely eat them on their own, they're great, but for Disney churro Easter version, not gonna be my winner either. Next up, surprisingly, third from the bottom, because I wasn't loving them as much while I ate them, but the Lemon Crisp Kit Kats, again decent. Nothing out of the ordinary, but not too bad. Coming up next was our Starburst Jellybeans, again on the sweeter side. Interesting compliment, but not the best thing that you could do, but not bad either. I definitely would eat these again. This next one was so hard. It's almost a tie for second place between these two contenders. So in terms of the entire thing, the Cadbury Mini Eggs, loved it to death. I actually love it on the churro more than I love it by themselves, so that's amazing. Or just the inside of the Cadbury Creme Egg. That, you know what, that one edges out. So this one third place, the inside of the center of the Cadbury Creme Egg second place. Such a good combination. Either way, Cadbury Creme Eggs, yep, you still make it at the top of the list for Easter. And the most surprising of all was the black jelly bean. I expected this to be my least favorite. Definitely was, I think, the best combination. I'm telling you, Disney, you've got something here. If you love black jelly beans, give this a try. Let me know down below if you liked it or not. Is the black jelly bean Easter churro the best one of them all? Or is it one of these other ones? Try it, leave a comment down below. I'd love to know what you think. Until then, I'm going to go make another black jelly bean churro and enjoy it. I hope you enjoyed this too. Thanks for watching. If you did enjoy this, be sure to subscribe and give us a big thumbs up. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.